Hi, I'm Dr. Khurram Shaukat Yousafzai. Today's video is about FAW MPV by the name of XPV. MPV means multi-purpose vehicle. So this MPV is a basically 7-seater mini MPV, and it's fitted with 1000cc engine mated with a 5-speed manual gear. In Pakistan, FAW XPV is made by the Chinese company First Automobile Works in collaboration with Al-Haj FAW Motors, with their plant in Karachi and their dealership network all over Pakistan. So we reviewed this power edition of the MPV in Peshawar. It has a power steering which is not found in its basic competitor, which is Suzuki Bolan, which is a 800cc similar MPV. But the XPV has many competitors like the Chang'an Karwan, the DFSK K7, and this is a beautiful addition to the same lineup with crystal lights in the front and the FAW logo in the middle. It has a basic projection in the front with the hood, and the tires are just normal steel rims with wheel caps. In the front is spring suspension, and at the back is the leaf suspension, because you can adjust the leaf suspension for load bearing. So I have a video of test drive of K07 DFSK Dongfeng Sekun, but I don't have a test drive of this vehicle. If I do a test drive, I'll make another video. So the car was nice with crystal lights at the back and fog lamps at the bottom, red fog lamps at the bottom at the back end. There was 2 sliding doors at the sides apart from the one at the back, and there are 2 front passenger doors, so it's a 5-door vehicle. And there are, in the middle there are 2 seats, and at the back there are 3 seats and 2 at the front, total 7. There's power windows at the front doors, but manual windows at the back. The steering is fitted with the FAW logo in the middle, and there are seat belts at the front but no seat belts at the back. There is a stop lamp at the back, and the roof has a air conditioning vent. That's why it's called dual AC model. The seats are made of a fabric. Only in this class the DFSK K07 has leather seats. The side moldings are made of a cloth-like material, sort of grayish, which blends well with the sort of grayish plasticky dashboard. So it's a 60 horsepower EFI 4-cylinder engine which produces around 60 horsepower, which is adequate to move it at 110 kilometers to 120 kilometers per hour with the 5-speed gears. So it's a nice car for the budget friendly common man of Pakistan, but it lacks the safety features of the dual airbags, ABS brakes, which the DFSK K07 offers. But this one has power steering and just the seat belts. I hope FAW introduces the dual airbags. There was a glove box for things to be stored. There were 2 there's a non-adjustable back view mirror with a LED lamp above it for reading, And there were two sun visors without mirrors or any lamps. The speedometer had a RPM meter and a speedometer. The steering is made of hard plastic, and so are the other moldings. Side view mirrors are manual, not power. There is windshield washer provision with nice wipers, and after opening the front hood, I could see the windshield fluid, the water, the coolant for the radiator, and there was AC radiator at the front hood. The engine is basically under the seat of the driver and the passenger, as in the MPVs by default design. The FM antenna was on the passenger side. Basically, the multimedia plays FM, Bluetooth, as well as the memory card and USB. The hazard lights button, after I popped it, I could see nice amber lights in the crystal front lights, and there was a radiator on the sides of the mudguard. At the back, I could see the amber lights in the crystal white area of the tail lamps. There are fog lamps at the back as well. So after pressing the buttons for the fog lamps, I would show you how they look. The fog lamps are halogen, and the projector lamp was nice. This vehicle has projector lamp, which makes it possible to throw the light via lens at far off distances. The red fog lamps were nice in the bumpers. That's good, because the Park Suzuki does not offer such provisions in the Bolan. The buttons are here to switch off the front and the back fog lamps separately, and there's a lever on the right side for the headlights as well as the indicators. The gear speed has indication for 5 gears, and the multimedia looks nice. The buttons for the air conditionings are okay. It could be improved in quality. The keys are normal. There is no immobilizer provided in this. I hope the FAW would think of providing immobilizers as well as ABS brakes and dual airbags, as the K7 also offers as extra option in the DFSK. So because of the dual AC, the overhead AC vents throws the air downwards at the back and the front, as well as the front dashboard also has provision for the air conditioning. The speedometer has green lights, green sort of optitron, and there is a temperature gauge on the left and the fuel gauge on the right. In the middle is the RPM meter and the speedometer, which shows maximum speed up to 140 kilometers, and there is a digital small meter for the showing of the how many kilometers the car has covered. There are some warning indicator lights like for the handbrake and the engine check light, etc. as well. So basically I did not check the air conditioning, as if I do a test drive I would be able to tell you how um, these things function. So the thing is that that it's a good addition to the Pakistani lineup of vehicles which are assembled locally, with the collaboration with the Chinese. And the first automobile works of China has offered a good option for budget family and common man, as they say. Although I don't understand the common man thing in Pakistan. Maybe they want to squeeze the common man in 800cc or 1000cc. A common man has the right to ride in 1300 and 1600cc cars or 1500cc cars. But in Pakistan there is a mentality of squeezing the common man in a 1000cc and a 800cc vehicle. And the most sold vehicles are in the category of 660cc, 800 and 1000cc in Pakistan. And these cars lacks a lot of basic amenities and safety features, especially the airbags. And nobody thinks about it, even in the 2021, when people are going to the electric cars. So this car fits in the mentality segment of the Pakistan bureaucracy and the politician, who are very much naive and illiterate in the terms of vehicles and transport technology. The fuel lid was on the right side below the driver's seat. Convenient, you open the door and fill up the fuel. And as you can see, the seats are okay. They are a bit at an angle to provide a little bit of comfort, but basically they are like you will feel you're sitting on cushioned benches, as in Bolan and Changan and the DFSK. Although DFSK offers leather seats, this one has cloth seats. So maybe you will have to put fabric seat covers on top of it if you want to save your seats. FAW provides a toolkit which is shown at the back seat. So there's a nice toolkit which FAW provides in its lineup of cars like V2, this XPV, and the flatbed, etc. That's good of them. And this also contains a sign which you put on the road, where if you have some problem with the vehicle, so that the other vehicles see it being illuminated, as done in the European cars, a triangular sort of illuminated sign that saves you from being hit from behind if you're changing your tire or something. The back space was less than adequate, not as good as the K7 and the Changan, but it's good. In the matter of looks, XPV looks better. The most good looking is this one. So here is an example of an FAW XPV ambulance. This is made in Peshawar by the Marks company, and this is very famous with ED Foundation and non-governmental organization, NGOs, Pakistani or international, which provides ambulances to people sometimes free of cost. And they are the first one and the first responders to the emergency, saving a lot of lives. Like Pakistan was hit by terrorism, and these vehicles did a lot. Especially this FAW XPV was on the front lines, saving people lives, bringing people to hospital. And since this is a small XPV based on a 1000cc engine, so it's fuel efficient and it can carry one person, and there's provision for attendant and medical respondent, or a medical nurse, as you say. And there's nice equipment inside, fitted in the tight space, which I will show you. From the outside, the markings and the ambulance All are up to international standard and very nice. So good marks to the marks and the first automobile FAW Al-Haj FAW motor for providing this option. You can see there is a single orange stretcher, and the yellow are the seats for the attendants, and there are a couple of drawers, and there are overhead storage spaces. There is a light for the bringing in the patient. You can see the speaker system, which is connected to the front, to the driver, and there is a mic over there for the driver to talk to the people at the back. The air conditioned vents, you can see. This is the blood pressure. You can check the blood pressure and the oxygen provision for the oxygen cylinder. So pretty nice. The front is isolated from the back, and this is the mic which the driver communicates to the back, and it's all closed. So the driver drives and he's isolated from the whatever happens in the backside. So this is very good for going in the narrow streets of the very congested areas, because of the ill-planned cities Pakistan possesses, where only such kind of ambulances and vehicles can go, especially in Peshawar, Lahore, Karachi and Rawalpindi area, where there are congested narrow streets. So all the warning lights and the siren and everything is there. So pretty good work by Marks. Situated in Peshawar, so you can contact Al-Haj FAW for such an ambulance. They can provide you with this specialized vehicles. There are a couple of other specialized vehicles. If I get hold of them, I'll make a video on them from Marks and Al-Haj Motors. Here are the specifications. See them at leisure by pausing them. I hope you subscribe and press the bell icon to see my videos among the billions. Thank you very much, and goodbye.